This is from a Creole folk song arranged by the Louisiana lady, Miss Camille Nickerson. And in the song, she says, "Comme petit cochon l'aimait la boue," which means I love you like a pig loves mud. And we are dedicated to researching, performing, and educating the community about the contributions of African Americans in opera and classical music from 19th century New Orleans and around the world. What we want to do is create an experience in the downtown area. We're proposing to do noontime historical concerts, and also through doing some projections, trying to create an environment where they get to sit in the Creole home or in the French Opera House or something where they kind of get to experience history in sort of a live way.
To have a fresh oyster shoved right in front of you is a luxury we love to provide.
Raw, dirty, salty, sweet. 2 girls, 1 shuck. We're a full amenities traveling oyster bar where we bring raw and char-grilled oysters to the location of your choice. But downtown New Orleans for centuries was the heart and soul of oyster everything. It's always just been such a social aspect of the downtown New Orleans area, and it still is. So from that epicenter, we truly can take oysters all over the city.
My name is Oliver Alexander, and together with my business partner, Robert,
we're a New Orleans owned and operated, client-centered multimedia company.
We run a photo and video production agency here in New Orleans called Gigsy.
We really need your help as a community to help us grow correctly.
We're running a cohort right now, and we have 7 apprentices. It's a 1-year-long cohort. The apprentices have classes twice a week, and they take part little by little throughout the year on different stages of all the photo and video gigs that Gigsy runs, basically.
Young Artist Movement is the first citywide youth mural initiative in New Orleans. We're bringing together youth, artists, and communities in sustained public art and placemaking.
But what's clear is that we need more meaningful opportunities for young people to engage in critical out-of-school hours.
Essentially develop this pipeline into the creative industries where our youth have a variety of skills, not just in art making, but also in communication and leadership and organizing.
And when overall employment in our city was down by 19%, cultural industries grew by 15%.
Downtown is a really important place for us to grow this initiative. There are certain conditions that are just right now. And research shows we're actually also going to see lower crime rates and better health outcomes for the city.
Let me tell you the story about the greatest find in New Orleans culture and history this century.
We manage an archive here of 30,000 historic New Orleans newspapers. We own this archive of Daily Picayune, Times Democrat papers from 1888 to 1930. It's the beginning of the modern era as we know it, but it's also the birth of business in downtown New Orleans.
Well, what exactly does it mean to bring this history back to life?
The goal here is to bring it to everybody, to geotag a lot of the pieces of data in the information. We're going to start in downtown New Orleans, and we're going to geotag all these different points. So you're going to be able to experience downtown New Orleans pretty much like, if I had to compare it, I would say, imagine doing like a 1920s Yelp. But what I've also been doing is lots of gorgeous reproduction. You have to think about these people hand drew these illustrations back in the day, so it's graphic, it's artists, graphic art. It's magical. I refer to it as an oracle.
We had to make a choice, and the choice for this year's award goes to Gigsy. We're trying to grow wealth, jobs, and tax base for this region, and specifically the city and downtown. And I think what we saw today gives us lots of hope that we're going to be able to do that. A lot of these ideas are things that could produce big economic benefit for the city, but also I think help us to grow culturally and artistically. You know, the beauty of this is ideas that don't just create a business themselves, but help to give rise to new ideas. And I think one of the things we'll look at is ways that we can help to engender that more and more.